What's good, y'all? It's the one and only King Cal 516 live in the mix. This is the Swiss Flame Podcast. So the NBA has released its Weeks 5 Players of the Week. For the Western Conference, we have Dame Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers. And for the Eastern Conference, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks. Both are well earned. We're going to dive into the weeks these players have. But before we do, make sure you check out the website, www.swissflames.com. Hit us up on Twitter at SwissFlames. Check out the Facebook, YouTube page at Swiss Flames Podcast. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Definitely appreciate your support. Comment what you think about these two being selected. If you have any other ideas, any other players you think should have won it, let me know in the comments. With that said, we're going to go first into Dame Lillard's week. The Portland Trail Blazers had a fantastic week. They were 3-0. Now, up to this point, really, to me, Dame Lillard hasn't really seemed to be himself, but this was like a breakout week for him this season, and so this was definitely a good week to see Dame kind of being like Dame, you know what I mean? It seems like he's been adjusting a little bit to the officiating, how the officials are officiating fouls this year. They're allowing a lot more physicality than normal, and so I think the NBA is pushing for that, and so Dame has had some adjustment time, so I'm hoping for the Trailblazers' sake that this is Dame now being Dame moving forward, you know what I mean? So Dame had an outstanding week. He averaged 28 points, 8 assists, you know what I mean? He was almost getting to 4. He was exactly at 3.7 3-pointers made a game, almost at 4, you know what I mean? And so he had a great week. He had some kind of crazy stat line on free throws. He was 22 for 22 on free throws for the week. So he shot a perfect 100% from the free throw line. That's winning basketball there, you know what I mean? So, once again, the Blazers went 3-0. So, you know, we'll see if this is like a game changer for the Blazers. You know, they needed some time, you know, it looks like just to get used to what Chauncey Billups is trying to change there. So, this might be a turning point in the season for the Blazers. We're going to have to wait and see how they go moving forward. But part of this week for Dame, which is interesting against the team he did against, because he did against the 76ers, which has been a team rumored to have high hopes and interest that Dame would axe out of Portland. He dropped his season high 39 points in that game. The Blazers now are currently 9-8, which will make them basically in a tie for 6th place in the Western Conference. All right, so that was Dame's week. Congratulations to Dame, winning Player of the Week in the Western Conference. As far as Giannis, we know Giannis tipped off his week. The Bucks were 3-0. They're starting to get back healthy. Jrue Holiday's back. Chris Middleton is back from the COVID thing. Jrue Holiday obviously is back from injury, and you know they've been hit hard with injuries. You know what I mean? I've said that the Bucks, don't be too alarmed about this slow start. Just be a little patient. Injuries has kind of got them. You know what I mean? Once they get all their horses, which they starting to have their horses back, and they starting to pick up the win. So I definitely believe this is the turning point of the Bucks season, as long as they remain healthy. And but anyhow, for the week, Giannis basically averaged 33 points a game, 16 rebounds, 5 assists, 2.7 blocks, 1.7 steal. He's shooting crazy 58% from the field. We got to remember, he put 47 points on Anthony Davis' head top. Anthony Davis went missing for a few days, and then he was all of a sudden noticed in Detroit. I don't even know how that happened. You know what I'm saying? That he was last spotted in Milwaukee, and then he went disappearing in Milwaukee. Then all of a sudden he shows up in Detroit. Nevertheless, Giannis, 47 points against the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? To cap off that week in a game where he went 18 for 23. You know what I'm saying? And in the Orlando game he played that week as well, he had his season high in rebounds, which he dropped 20 rebounds in that Orlando game. So Giannis is doing Giannis things, showing guys he's still the king of the hill, the reigning Finals MVP. The Bucks are 9-8 in the Eastern Conference, and you know, there's a crazy like 5-way tie or something like that in the East. You know, there's a bunch of teams that got a 9-8 record. So we'll see how it pans out for the Bucks moving forward this week. But once again, shout out to Dame Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo. They are the NBA's Week 5 Players of the Week. It's your boy King Cal 516 signing off. This has been the Swiss Flames Podcast, y'all.